Hey everyone! I'm Kira, your ever curious and ever loyal companion, and your personal guide to the retro realm of bunnhop. Konnichiban! Kira to mochiban! Yoroshiku onegai shiban! Hello! Oh! Wow! Scott Crosby art on YouTube! He's early today. He says, it's a me, not Mario. It's a me, a Scott. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome to part 60 of our Chill Play Dragon Age Inquisition series. And good news for all of us, I guess. Congratulations to all of us. We are now a Twitch affiliate. Yay! Woo! Yay, yay, yay! It's all thanks to you, my adorable bun rings. I hope that I hope that you're all okay. That I call you bun rings. That definitely is a combination of the words bun, as in bunnhop, and pourings from Ragnarok. Let's attempt to petition. Not really petition, but let's just pretend that we created our own pourings called bun rings. Okay, we are back here at the Winter Palace. We can now proceed to the rest of the Trespasser DLC. We are doing well when it comes to inventory management. We've got 25 out of 90. I feel like that will carry us up until the next time that we have to come back to the Winter Palace to do more updates. I guess, you know, I assume we will be coming back here once again at one point in order to update Liliana. Scott Crosby art on YouTube says, hell yes! Thank you! Woohoo! We're finally a Twitch affiliate. I have a real life friend who is a VTuber herself, and she managed to become an affiliate within a month. And we managed to become an affiliate within a year. I think most people become affiliates within a month, but you know, we're not very consistent. We do take breaks, and we don't really have a fixed schedule. That's why. But anyway, I am happy that we are now Twitch affiliates, so we can now have emotes. I'm gonna bring the same people because they're my besties all the time. I hope you guys don't get bored of that. What are those people? Are those Qunari? Why are
Look, more Qunari!
Oh no.
That path wasn't there before.
Maybe the Qunari figured out a way to make new paths.
Interesting. They gained access to another Eluvian? Let us turn in the quest by placing a top hat. There you go. The top hat on that skeleton, and that gave us cunning +6. I am just going to retrace my steps. This won't take long. I just need to get one of the Qunari notes, I think. Sadly, we need to go back to that area before because I had missed out on a Qunari note. We need to unlock a special dialogue. Scott Crosby art on YouTube says, my playthroughs is going slow. I keep getting lost and confused. All the menus are confusing me this time around for some reason. Oh yeah, have you already started your new playthrough of DAI? If so, congratulations. And did you go with the mage thing? Qunari mage. Let's see, we have to go to the Forbidden Tower or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. That's okay, Scott. You can feel free to take your time because, you know, I understand. If you haven't played DAI for a while, it can get confusing. I also get I also got confused the first. I wouldn't say the first time. The beginning of this particular playthrough. Oh, you can imagine how confused and lost I was the first time I ever played this game. I really didn't know how combat worked, so I kept dying. Mia Emin is on YouTube. Hey! She says, hey everyone. Hello Mia. Welcome back. How are you doing? Are you still in Thailand? I think the last time that was in December or something. If I'm not mistaken, you were living in Thailand. Oh no! Oh no! I totally forgot where to go. Sorry about that, people. I'm trying to find that thing. That place. Mia says, thank you, Rose. Hope you and Bun are having a great day. Thank you so much, Mia. That's really nice of you. We are having a great day. Before this, we were just kind of doing a little bit of leveling up in Ragnarok Online. And also, I am in the middle of getting emotes for all of us. For those of us who want to subscribe. Oh yeah, it's this one. I should have just, you know, I should have just gone straight ahead. Oh no. Scott on YouTube says, yeah, I had already started the other day. Also, I'm playing Diablo 3 at the same time, which is like drugs. Oh my, you're playing 2 RPGs at the same time. Maybe that's why you're getting confused, because I feel like there could be some similarities. I love the song. Maybe in terms of, I don't know, maybe combat or whatever. Maybe that's why you're a little bit confused. But eventually you'll probably be able to find your way. Let me just check something. I am going to... it says, get the Qunari note on the tree stump near the water. What water? Northern side of the building, then west. Northern side of the building. Then west. Near the water. Is it this one? We need to find that Qunari note. It's a must. It's something we really have to do. Mia says, yes, I'm still here. How is Bangkok at this time? Oh, is it this one? No, this is the gat lock that we need to blow up. We need to find that tree stump. It's a must. Rose says, wow, 2 games at the same time. Dang. A long time ago in the past life, I tried streaming Mass Effect Andromeda and Fallout 4 and another game, which was, I think, New Vegas or something, or Skyrim. On different days, and that confused me so much. I just didn't know what I was doing. There were a lot of times when I couldn't even figure out how to fire or whatever. Manu V says, hello everyone, welcome back Manu. How are you doing? It's a nice, oh, it's a golden hollow. I guess we've gone too far. We weren't supposed to find the golden hollow. The northern part, and oh, it's that tree stump. Okay, let's go ahead and get to that tree. Oh no! Oh no! We're not very lucky today. Excuse me, I can't see. Please break my fall. There you go. Scott says that seems unwise. It's the truth. There you go. You got a charred note. A note torn from a larger page. The paper is charred at the edges. Struck the tower a great sizzling bolt out of a blue sky. Afterwards, spirits emerged from a statue of a wolf, as if the lightning woke them, and they appeared to be looking for someone. The only word I understood was Fen Harel. They did not see me, but beware, for they attack any guards who. Alright, we've got that unmarked Qunari note that we'll be needing towards the end of the DLC. Mia says it's still hot as usual here, but it's a rainy season, so a little less intense, I guess. Same here, it's quite rainy here. Especially in the afternoon. Manu says, hello Bun, I'm doing awesome, and you? Glad to hear that, Manu. I'm doing quite well. I had 8 hours of sleep, so that always brightens my day. That's always the best start of a day, is to get 8 hours of sleep. Otherwise I wouldn't be as cheerful, I guess, and as functional. I would love to go to Thailand again. We try to go to Thailand once a year. We went to one Bangkok last time we were there, and it was fun. I love exploring malls. Scott on YouTube says, I went to Thailand on a training holiday once. The kickboxing gyms are world class. Ooh, Muay Thai. I haven't really watched Muay Thai in person, although I've seen matches on TV. Ooh, the music here is different. Oh, look at that. I love this place, the crossroads. Okay, now we can keep going. And, oh, that path. Not this one, not this eluvian. That eluvian is definitely broken. I wonder if there's a way to fix broken eluvian. Maybe. Let's go ahead and enter this particular eluvian. And I think there is another Qunari note that we have to get here in this next place.
What's this?
Oh, an egg. Is that an egg? A dragon egg? There is a handprint on it, like the Dark Brotherhood we know print. Hail Sithis. Hail Sithis handprint. Do we discharge
So
that?
that's how the Qunari moves the
Oh,
That's a
Lord.
handy little trick.
Wow. Magic.
Let's see where our horned friends were headed.
So we have two paths here. We can either extend the path. Oh, we've actually got, I don't know, those are, wow, so many paths. Should we go through this one first? Let's do a hard save. Kickboxing sounds really cool, Scott. Did you manage to try the gym? Any of the gyms in Bangkok? Scott says, I do. I've been doing it for 10 years in England. Wow, that's so cool. That's just so cool. And on top of that, you are a gamer. So that I think that's I always I always feel like I am envious of people who are both athletic and also gamers. No! Was it a trap? I guess it was a trap. Oh no. Demons. I wish I was also athletic, but I'm just a gamer. And I'm not very good at it too. Oh well. Mia says this humidity is insane. Oh yeah, it's very humid here too. Humidity is insane. For a lot of Asian countries, I guess that's the same because when we were in Japan, it was also really humid during summer. Summer months are always humid. You can feel the heat pushing down on you. I don't know if it's just me, but when I walk outside and it's so humid and so hot, I feel like I walk slower than usual. It's like there's an invisible power. I wouldn't say power. An invisible humidity layer that pushes down on me and makes me feel like heavier and all that. Manu says, how was the food? I'm always thinking about food. Don't worry, Manu. I am gourmet as well. A self-proclaimed gourmet. I love food. I am also the kind of person who always asks about food when it comes to different countries that I haven't visited myself. The eye that weeps. This amulet is heavy for its size, and the metal is clammy and sticks jealously to the flesh. Ew. Yuck. I don't like that. And the gem in the center contains a liquid that glowers, and a sluggish red in bright light. Condensation slowly forms on the gem's outer surface, no matter how many times it's wiped clean. I don't like that. Notes on methods of enchantment. Notes on the second attempt. Elegance eludes me. The aim is to improve the coordination of the body and sharpen the perception of the heart, but graphs do not live long enough to plumb their worth. The current process is ruined. This batch is lost. Begin again. Oh, okay. I guess this is the second note from that person who was trying her or their luck at enchanting, but they keep failing. One of these cairns again, and we've got a nice looking thing here. I can still hear a demon growling at me. Where did that come from? Maybe it's just my imagination. Scott says, Thai food is amazing, and no, it doesn't hurt if you train properly. You feel it at the end of the day, though. Yeah, it's like going to the gym. You don't really feel much pain while you are lifting weights and all that. But after... sometimes at bedtime, that's when your muscles start to sore. Yeah, I am not much of an athlete, but I enjoy going to the gym whenever I can. I like building my muscle mass. My muscle mass. Thai food is always amazing. Oh no! Why did we do that? Why did we do that? Why? Can we go back? Let's go back.
Qunari can't have gotten far. Be ready.
I wanted to go to the extended path first. I've mentioned it a couple of times during previous streams that I have food sensitivities, especially when it comes to green leafy vegetables. But when it comes to Thai salads, those are my favorite. Thai and Mediterranean salads are my favorite salads. Whee! Woohoo! I love this. Mia says, I hope you and Rose can come back again soon when it's cooler, bunnhop. Yeah, we were there in January, and our first week, it was quite cool. We were walking and it have felt like we were in Japan in spring, so it was nice. I loved it. Oh, we've got what looks like what is this? A throne from which culture? Is it for Reldin? It kind of also looks like Avar, but it could be for Reldin. Here comes more of these demons. Rose says, the soreness. Manny says, oh, how did you live in Japan, Bunny? How did I? Oh, well, lore break. A little lore break here. And I was actually, I spent a lot of time in Japan. I was raised in both Japan and another country, my origin country. Or if you want me to explain it in a more lore-friendly manner, I would say that I had spent a lot of time in Japan because a lot of portals to Japan kept opening. The portals that lead to real life outside of the real world, rather, outside of the bunnhop realm. For the first few years, it was always Japan. No other countries, just Japan. No other portals, sadly. Rose says, yes, Thailand during the cooler months is great. I love walking. Walking is one of my hobbies, so I prefer to walk when it's a bit cooler. Like in springtime or in the fall. I don't like walking in the summer unless I'm walking inside a mall. Sadly. How about you guys? Do you prefer to walk outdoors or indoors? Like at a mall or something? Sparring sessions. Rose is asking about sparring sessions. Rose on YouTube says, yes, we used to live in Japan. That is true. Nia on YouTube says, yes, Bangkok in January feels awesome. Awesome. I love it. I kind of miss... I was telling Rose a couple of days earlier, I think it was last week, that I missed that. I still can't remember names of the train stations and the malls, but we stayed close to it wasn't close, but the nearest train station on the BTS was connected to malls and all that. So I missed going to those malls and train station as well. Did we manage to loot? Oh yeah, we managed to loot the one previously. The bind that, guys, no matter how loosely this belt is tied, after a few steps it warps itself snugly around the waist. The stitching, while fine, is of a strange thin thread that resembles hair and can't be cut with even the sharpest knife. Another attempt on enchantment. Notes on methods of enchantment. Notes on the third attempt. The two enchantments whose matrices should have meshed caught. The combustion caused such damage it broke several previously forged pieces. There is now a resonance between them, however, and light on my thoughts. An enchantment linked in tandem as the neck turns the head or the wrist twists the hand. As the neck turns the head or the wrist twists... What? What is he even trying to do? What kinds of enchantment is he actually after? Manu on YouTube says, "Wow, sick! Did you see the sakuras?" Yeah, we actually have photos of sakuras and under sakuras. Those were fun. Those were great times, definitely. Moldy journal. Mold and rot have eaten most of the pages of these books. The remaining vellum is covered in spiky handwriting with spelling that is either archaic, wildly idiosyncratic, or both. Saw what crossed from the Volca, that which draggeth souls down to its... saw it cross from the Volca. That which draggeth souls down to its ladder in the brine dark. his beast preyeth on humble wits and Goldsworn even, and the tower's keeper declares I will rest here if it would ease me. The elven, which pulled me grip up from my end, kens he is the last of his kind. I made it known elven lives south, but he says it would not be as it was. Oh, is he talking about meeting Solas? And I said that's ever true, and he laughed lark-like. Come dark, he showed me a mirror deep strange, an Eluvian sworn to been in his family for... Interesting. Interesting. Scott on YouTube says sparring sessions depend on the partner. It should be technique based, not smashing each other's brains. Oh no, definitely not. But you get some meathead steroid dudes that don't get the memo. Oh no, I feel bad. I feel bad for those who would unfortunately had the bad opportunity of getting to spar with those kinds of dudes. I hope that you didn't get hurt too much by those meatheads, as you said. Rose says, thanks, we did really enjoy walking around. Yes, we have seen the sakuras during spring. It was great. Manu says some descriptions of that items are creepy. Yeah, exactly. What is he even trying to enchant? I don't even want to know. Do we want to know? Do we want to know? Will we find out later? I thought these were rats. We are in the deep roads! Wow. That looks awesome. We are back in the deep roads, although we are done with the DLC. Oh, these are Qunari warriors. Are they trying to find someone? Are they trying to go after Solas? Or something? Vashadai. I don't serve Fan Harel. He serves me. Oh no. Scott Crosby Art on YouTube says, oh, don't worry. A couple of decent body shots and they usually calm down. Show them, Scott. Show them. Teach them the proper ways of the kickboxing. Proper way to kickbox, I guess.
Why would a mystical elven mirror lead here?
We need to find out what these Qunari were up to.
Right.
So let's go see, shall we?
Oh, I love this. Is this golden or bronze statue of a wolf? Is that a wolf? The Grand Stairway.
Looks like there was a bad cave-in.
A cave-in. Qunari writing. This paper is covered in what appear to be mathematical calculations. An extremely precise and detailed sketch of the wall has been heavily annotated with measured angles, dimensions, and several lines of text in Qunlat. Whatever conclusions were drawn about the measurements are lost. The page has been ripped, seemingly by sharp teeth, and much of the remaining paper is hidden by a hardened layer of dried blood and dust from the cave-in. I wonder if this is one of the Qunari writings. Let me check my list. In the lower walkways in the deep roads, get the Qunari notes next to and just before the purple flames south of the area marked with blue lines on the map. Wet. Maybe we're not there just yet. Are we in the lower walkway? No, we are in the Grand Stairway. Okay then.
Look at all that. The Qunari have a huge operation here.
Whoa!
But why?
Look at the number of Qunari. Scary, huh? Because if they had been friendly to us, that would mean a big party. with all of us drinking in the deep roads. Messing around, fighting darkspawn while intoxicated, which I don't recommend. It's probably not a good idea, but they are not friendly to us. Scott on YouTube says, oh, don't worry, a couple of decent body shots. Oh yeah, I've read that. But yeah, as I said, show them, Scott.
Once again, your mark is glowing.
What happened?
Are you all right?
Well, maybe the anchor can make itself useful down here.
Oh, I wonder how. Manu says, I have only gone outside my country once, and I went to the USA. I'd love to visit Japan, but it's kind of expensive. I feel like now it's not because of the exchange rate. I feel like this might be a good chance to
The
visit
Qunari were
Japan.
definitely up to something. Excavating that cave-in, maybe.
Yeah, these are gatlogs, I think. Explosives. Yeah, at one point, I think the exchange rate was above 150. 150 yen per dollar. It was like 155 or 157.
Watch out!
Oh no, deep stalkers. Where in the US have you been, Manu? I've only been to 2 states in the US. You probably can't even count one of the states because we were just there for a layover.
Well, this place is all kinds of fun.
Varric. Torn notebook in the Deep Road Section 1. Many of these pages are filled with sketches of elven statues matching the ones found in the area, along with notes and what look like attempts to practice Kunlat. Ebost, you all are. Ebadim, they all are. Ebsam, we all are. If Fenharel truly has agents working against us, then the Dread Wolf must be laughing at me. The Blight takes my clan, so I go to Kirkwall. Kirkwall goes to ruin, so I flee to the Oh no. Now the Qunari bring me down into the lightless depths. And for what? Because the nursery rhymes I remember from childhood make me an expert on ancient elves. These statues are old, better shaped than anything I've seen on the surface. Many of them are for mythal, though. Oh, yeah, that's what we saw when we just entered the Eluvian. And Fenharel, not in a spot of honor, but guarding, attending. Protector and all-mother, why are you honored here, so far from the light of the sun? And why was the Dread Wolf at your side? Well, from what we've seen in the ending cutscene of the base game, it really feels like Solus, or Fenharel, in Solus's body, and Mythal in Flemeth's body. Yeah, so Fenharel and Mythal used to be quite close.
Great.
They were good
We're
friends.
in the deep roads.
Let's see.
I feel myself getting dwarfier by the minute. Did I just sprout a beard?
Lol, Varric.
Yes, you hate the deep roads and caves and the outdoors.
Elysian cafes, taverns that are too tidy, slopes of greater than 10 degrees.
Look, I have to complain.
Varric
or you'll
hates
forget
everything.
I'm here and trip over me. I'm providing a service.
Varric hates everything. I love him. He's my brother. Rose says, glad you showed them, Scott. I hope you didn't get hurt by them. Must be really annoying.
What are the Qunari even doing in a place this awful?
I wonder. Manu says, Manu said, I visited California years ago to visit relatives. We went to Disneyland. Disneyland. I want to go to Disneyland. I want to go to Disneyland. I love Disneyland.
After all the places we have been, I hardly expected to find us in another cave.
No
Hey,
more
I'm not any
caves for
happier about this
Cassandra.
than you are.
Cassandra hates caves as well. How about Dorian? Does Dorian like caves? I doubt that. We all hate caves. We're the anti-cave committee. Oh.
Look, someone up ahead. I think he's human.
He is human. He looks like one. There's also another path here. Oh, does it just lead to the same thing? I guess. I've only been to Philadelphia and to Texas for a layover. Manu says, yes, I had a great time, and yes, I'm very close from you since I'm from Mexico. Oh, that's why you were eating tamales last time. Yeah.
Stay back. Oh, wait. Your hand. Are you the Inquisitor?
Odd
Yes,
to find
it
a
is
human
more.
down in the deep roads at all, let alone one surrounded by Qunari.
We don't have much time. Please, what the Vidasala is doing, you have to stop her.
Who is the
The
Vidasala?
Vidasala?
She's the leader of the Qunari here. She hates magic. Her job was to study it and stop it at all costs. Not anymore. I don't care whether you serve Fenharel or not. Someone has to stop her.
You think I serve Van Harel?
Why do the Qunari think that the Inquisition serves Fenharel?
I don't know. The Vidasala said it, and the Qunari here accept it as fact. We've had agents of Fenharel causing trouble all over the crossroads. Sabotage, making spirits attack us.
You mean
I
Solus
assume
himself?
the Inquisition was their army. That you came here because Fenharel told you to.
And who are you?
Who are you exactly?
Why are you
My
here?
name is Jeren. Sir Jeren, once. I was a Templar in Kirkwall. Until I joined the Qun.
Okay, was
You're
he in
Qunari.
Dragon Age 2? I
Kirkwall
wonder.
was madness. Chaos. The Qunari were like the eye of a storm. I stand for order and discipline. Protecting the innocent from magic. But this plan... it's as mad as Meredith ever was.
Okay, stop what?
What is it that you want me to stop?
This place is a lyrium mining and processing center. The Qunari need it for... Have you ever heard of Sarabas?
Yes, Qunari mages.
It's a mage. Except Qunari mages are much more dangerous than those among humans or elves. Even as a Templar, I'd never seen anything like the power Sarabas can unleash.
That is right.
And now Vidasala is giving them lyrium. A
Oh
lot of
no.
lyrium. It's part of something she calls Dragon's Breath. There's more to it than that.
Is it
I couldn't find out
an
what.
ability?
The Qunari don't like it when you ask too many questions.
I get it. Okay. And what is this place?
Where are we? Why are there elven mirrors in the deep roads?
This place is close to something like a lyrium spring. The more we mine, the more there seems to be.
Illyrian Spring.
As for the mirrors, I don't know. Maybe the elves were mining here too.
Maybe. What's your role in this?
What are you doing down here?
The Qunari wanted me to teach them everything I knew about lyrium. Where it comes from, everything it can do, how we put it to use. I knew enough from my time in the Order. They figured out more. I'm not sure how. Maybe they got to the Carter.
That's possible. But then we also saw statues of Mythal and Fenharel. So this must have been kind of like a sanctuary for some of the elves when they started their, infighting. Maybe. So ancient elves once lived here, on this side of the deep roads, maybe. Only dwarves can mine
The
lyrium.
Qunari can't be mining their own lyrium. It kills anyone who tries, other than
Right.
dwarves.
True.
It killed the Qunari at first. But Qunari workers have a discipline only Tranquil can match. And they're quick learners. They figured it out.
Manu says, glad to hear that you enjoy Mexican food. Hope you can visit Mexico and have a lot of delicious food. And Rose says, thank you. The music is also great. Yeah. Nice. I love it. Mexican food, Mexican drinks, and Mexican music and dance. What can I do, Jaren? How can I help you?
I'm not sure how to stop the Qunari from using lyrium.
The lyrium's only part of the Vidasala's larger plan, Inquisitor. She said it would save the South.
Save the South.
That can mean only one thing. An invasion.
Oh,
This mine is the only source of lyrium the Qunari have. They're using Gatlock, the explosive powder in the round casks, to mine, so they don't have to touch raw lyrium. If you get the primers from Central Supply,
see.
you can prime the Gatlock and detonate it. The mines will go up in flames.
Okay. Will that be enough?
Even if I succeed, will that really stop the Vidasala?
I look
It
so,
will be a start. Deep stalkers and cave-ins will cut off reinforcements,
I see.
but they'll still come when they hear trouble. You've got to find the Vidasala to end this war.
Okay, we
before
now
it
have a
begins.
new goal then. Execute the traitor. Let him try to escape the mine. I'll let you get out of here, Jaren. Take
There's
care.
no telling how bad things will get when I destroy the mine. You'd
Better get moving.
I will. Good luck, Inquisitor.
Let's go. We have a Lyrium mine to ruin.
Alright, we've got a new goal. We have to stop whatever the Vidasala is planning. We can resupply here. And then something about priming the Gatlock or something. Oh, we are now in the lower walkways. We have to keep an eye out for the Qunari note here. Ooh, nice waterfall. I'm going to do a hard save just in case we miss it the first time. Wow, it's so dark. Oh, can we get rid of that? Can we detonate the Gatlocks here? Okay, I'll let Varric take care of it. Everyone, move to a safe distance, please. Please. There you go. Oh, okay. I guess I have to be there in order to detonate it. Anything else? Any other path that we can... I guess not. Okay.
We saw the Qunari make these things explode. Maybe we can use them to get out of here.
We need to find Gatlock primers. Have we found them? Run! There we go. Scott says, mine go big boom! Indeed. Indeed. Oh,
Why is it so
purple
dark?
flames.
Don't dwarven runes usually glow with lyrium or lava or whatever's running through the walls?
Right, right. It is probably here. The readable. Let's activate this. Oh, wow. We still get hurt by that. Charred note. This note is written in both Common and Kunlat. The letters are shaky. These walls of blue flame were cast by the agent of Fenharel as he ran through this place, bringing chaos and destruction. Do not light fires from them. Do not go near them. Fenharel's mage servant made them to hamper us, and they bring only death. So I guess they think that Solus is merely an agent of Fenharel. And not Fenharel himself. That's it? Just... That's it? There we go. Let us heal. Oh no. Okay then.
This place isn't stable.
We have to keep going then. I guess that was the second Qunari note that we had to get. We had to find. And there is one in the next area. So, oh, fire or electricity damage instantly detonates prime Gatlock. fire. There you go! Good job! Finish him off! Let's detonate. Mining and processing. Have we missed anything? So far, we are... No, we're pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Hello, Qunari. Lay down your weapons. Lay down your weapons. Oh, what is that thing over there?
You know, I went through one Qunari invasion. I was really hoping I'd never see another.
Oh, right, he was in Kirkwall. In Dragon Age 2. Doran, you've got something to say?
If the Qunari want it, they can make a push.
Sure, if they wanted to fight Orzammar. We probably just bribed the Imperium to launch a war for us.
Oh, wow! What, really? Orzammar can do that?
Make it take you!
Well, the Dwarven Kingdom is definitely rich. Maybe they can do that. Bribe the Tevinter Imperium to start a war with
There's one of the mining
the
platforms.
Qunari.
Now we just need primers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, they might even do it for free, because, you know, the Imperium
This
hates
cannon is barely holding
Qunari.
together.
The Qunari! Look out!
Manu on YouTube says, some days ago I got the novel Tevinter Nights that relates events relates events after DAI, but before it got released there are some comics. Do you guys know if I must read the comics first or can I skip them? Oh, to be honest, I guess I'm not the person to ask about that because there's so much you don't see. Who said that? One of the Qunari, I guess. I myself have been trying to find fiction related to Dragon Age.
What a well-oiled operation the Qunari have. I think we should explode them. Don't you?
But I haven't managed to. And I keep forgetting to order it from Amazon because I haven't really found it anywhere nearby, sadly. But you probably can get answers from Reddit, maybe. You might be able to find answers to see if it's a good idea to go ahead and read Tevinter Nights or if you need to read the comics first. But I feel like usually when it comes to game fiction, and this probably also applies to Dragon Age fiction, is that... Where do we need to go? Maybe we can go this way first. Usually they're all standalone. As in, you can go ahead and read a comic book or a novel first. And it doesn't mean that you are missing out on things. So yeah, but that's just my theory. I hope that that's how it is, really. Rose says, cool, we've also been looking for Tevinter Nights. Sorry, I'm also not sure about the comics in the order. I'm assuming you can skip the comics. Yeah, I feel like it, because usually the stories... Oh no, Varric, what happened? Usually the stories are self-contained. They're standalone. I'm assuming. Whoa, no, 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 no. Mia says, Manu, you should read the comics if you can. It gives you a better picture of everything going on. Oh, okay. Thanks for the answer. I guess that's what we should do too. Once we've gotten hold of the comics and to Winter Nights. Torn notebook in the Deep Road, Section 3. Many of these pages are filled with sketches of elven statues matching the ones found in the area, along with notes and what look like attempts to practice Kunlat. Try and remember that old bedtime song about Mythal. My mother sang it the night before the Darkspawn came for my clan. It's the last time I ever heard her voice. Irsatel nal Mythal las mateneras, Irsana ema himsolas evanuris. The Durgan Lin banal malas elgara belanaris belanaris. Written beside each elven line is a corresponding phrase, like the translation. I am empty, filled with nothing. Mythal gives you dreams. It fills you within you, making our leaders proud. My little stones, never yours, the sun, forever, forever. Harren said we had lost some of the old words. What if they have changed? Durgan Lin from Durganlen. Little dwarves, never yours the sun. What did Mythal do here? Something's wrong. The lights in the walls are fading. Going to find help. It's not safe without light. It was ost. You all fall. It wa adim. They all fall. It was Sam. We all fall. Could it have been dwarves then? Dwarves who were worshipping? Or at least, somehow managed to meet Mythal? Maybe. How do we get there? Oh, we'll have to prime these Gatlock. Find Gatlock primers. Scott says, sadly I have to leave you peeps. See you in the next one. See you too. Thank you for keeping us company. And we hope that you get a full 8 hours of sleep. Or at least a restful sleep, Scott. We hope to see you around. Thank you again for joining us today. Take care. Oh. I guess we can go here now. Bridge of the Stone. Oh, we can just detonate those. Let me detonate it. There you go. Have a good night's sleep. Don't let the bed bugs bite, Scott. See you next time. We still need to find Gatlock primers. Unreadable here.
So the things we need to make the Gatlock explode are in here? Excellent.
Excellent indeed. Torn notebook in the Deep Road, Section 2. Many of these pages are filled with sketches of elven statues matching the ones found in the area, along with notes and what look like attempts to practice Kunlat. They said the agent to defend her will cause trouble in the deep roads. The crossroads, rather. I wish I knew. I wish whoever fights in the name of the old wolf was around to fight when the Darkspawn took my clan. Mine is not to question. I have chosen the Qun. The Qun will protect me. Rithos, you all protect. Rithadim, they all protect. Or Rithadim. Red Sam, we all protect. These statues are older than anything I saw in my days with the clan. The area's dwarven, though. What were the ancient elves doing down here? Mining? Where were the dwarves? Easier to have them mine it, not a trading post. You don't go into a friend's home, knock over the gods, and put up your own. War? I don't remember any legends about our people fighting the dwarves. Maybe it's more like you all fought with one another, and then some of you took shelter among the dwarves in the deep roads. Though I remember my keeper telling a story about how the dwarves feared the sun because of Elgarnan's fire, a metaphor for the elves of Arlathan during the dwarves underground, driving the dwarves underground. The Qunari liked metaphors. I should share that. Interesting. So we've got a Dalish elf here, who is also helping the
That certainly
Qunari.
looks like a good spot for an explosion.
Definitely. We've got multiple paths ahead of us. We've got that one too. But first we need to find the Gatlock primers. Let's do another hard save. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. A Saribas! No! I probably should take care of the Saribas first. If I can get to him. Marcus Ramona on YouTube says, just passing by to thank you for the Ragnarok Online videos. I really like the lore of the game and I don't think I've found interesting ways of discovering it. Thank you so much, Marcus! Thank you for the lovely and sweet comment. I appreciate it. I am looking forward to making more Ragnarok Online videos, although we have to take a break for a month or so. Because we've been busy with a lot of channel stuff that we weren't able to. Oh no! Oh no! Barrack. We weren't able to take care of some other things, important things, RL things. So we'll do that. We'll take a break for about a month or so, and we'll get back to creating more Ragnarok Online lore videos. My goal is to, my life's goal is to create a lore video for each quest in Ragnarok. Because I just love, I've always wanted to chronicle the entire Ragnarok Online game, considering that the fact that it is my favorite game. It is definitely my number one. I hope you are doing well, Marcus, and thank you for joining us. Another supply cache, and we've got primers. Finally.
We've got the primers. Let's go explode some Gatlock.
It seems that we can explode 4 Qunari structures. Look at that!
Enough lyrium for an army of mages.
Wow!
Several armies, in fact.
That looks amazing. And I wonder what these are. Are these... They look like the final resting place of dwarves, right? That's how they bury their dead, in crypts like these, I guess. And then that's pure lyrium. Raw lyrium. Very interesting. Oh, we've got more. Let me read this. Communique in the deep roads. Half of this message is written in an unfamiliar alphabet, probably Kunlat. The rest is common and carefully lettered by someone who is clearly struggling with the language. Vidathari Keith. The vast disruption of the Atashi Asara must be ended at once. Hera decreases with each. This line is crossed out. The dragon's breath must be complete. Locate and eliminate the bus Hisra. This is also crossed out. Eliminate agents of Fen Harel. Time runs out. Marcus Ramona is now on Twitch as well. Hello! He says, I'll be here too. Gotta support the channel somehow. Thank you! Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We are a rather small but steadily growing community of gamers. People who love games. People who love the lore of different games. NPCs, interactions, dialogues, romances, friendships with the characters. Exploration, of course. We've got 4 structures. We need to destroy them. I will be back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Hello. Hi. I'm back. Manu on YouTube says, I'm a gamer. May I join too? Definitely. Everyone's welcome. Gamers and gamers. You are very much welcome here. This is a, we intend to, oh, look at that. Nice elven statue over there. We intend to keep this a safe space for everyone. There we go. We've finished this thing. Oh, that's it, I guess. We can move on to this one over here. The Mining and Processing Center. It sounds so industrial. Oh! More of these Qunari. Yeah, I was so busy. Oh, can we not get there? I guess not. It just says it's a mine. I was so busy last month that I wasn't able to celebrate Pride and come up with commission some sort of Pride art for the channel. But I've learned my lesson. I'll make sure that every year in June and in December we wouldn't be doing too much. We won't be too busy so that we can celebrate Pride in June, and then December we usually don't do anything because, you know, the holidays are important for me. Oh no! Because I love peppermint mocha. It's my favorite Starbucks drink. And also it's nice to spend time with your loved ones, which is why come December we really won't be making not many videos for stream, but also starting next year we will also kind of probably just stream in June but not really make too many videos in June so that we can do more for the LGBT community and celebrate Pride. Oh, I guess there's an ad break on Twitch. So if you are watching on Twitch, yeah. Sorry about the ad. We are new to this. I hope that we can kind of fine tune it so that there wouldn't be too many ads. I just haven't really set it up. Manu says thank you. No problem. Rose on Twitch says, Twitch ads. Yeah, we'll try to make sure that there won't be that many ads being played unless it's really necessary. Sorry about the ad breaks indeed. We've got one last structure to break, I guess. Is it that way? That is that way. We have to go back down. Sorry about that. Manu says, oh, that is so sweet. Yeah, we definitely celebrate Pride. It's just that this month I was a bit too manic. Oh no, there's water now. Not really manic. I was a bit too focused on getting things done on the channel. It's one of those things where it's like when you get started doing something.
That's it. Let's get out of here and warn the others about this dragon's breath plan.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I doubt the Oxmen or that rising flood water will make it easy for us.
The Oxmen. I think we've completed everything, so okay. Let's just get out of here. I hope we get to safety in time before the mine collapses. Yeah, it's one of those things where you kind of like get started and you don't want to quit until you're done with your goal, and that's what happened. I spent so much time focusing on channel stuff that I wasn't able to celebrate Pride that much this year, which is sad. I remember in 2023 we went to Tokyo Pride. That was fun. I love it. I loved it. I wish I could go to Tokyo Pride again. It felt so welcoming, and there were lots of people. Yeah, I have made a promise to myself. Ooh, look at how glorious that looks. A promise to myself I shouldn't be too busy in June and in December. Those are like the most important months for me. Stop trying to attack me! I see you. Who is that, the Vidasala? Is she the one taunting us? That bee? No, I don't, because I have this light. I don't. I'm more scared of heights in the dark. Oh, it's her. I think it was. I thought it was the Vidasala, but it's actually just one of the Qunari female. What do you call that? Spies, I guess. Benhasrath, maybe. Manu says, wow, that is so cool. Thank you. It was fun. We had photos taken there, and we love the Pride merch. And it's the visibility that's really important, right? The visibility and support. Especially since Japan is still a country that's a bit, they're not very friendly towards other types of people. Sadly. Orders of Iskari. Our temple brother is in need of re-education. No! No! Jaren! I hope Jaren's safe. He must be located and returned at once, Vidasala. I guess, yeah, they knew. that we had let Jaren go.
We should see where that leads.
Where does this lead? I hope we've completed everything in the deep roads, because I think we cannot go back here. Let me check my list of things to do. Let me just see. Okay, we don't have the anchor blast yet. Okay. I guess we're fine. Right? Yeah, I think so. I think so. We're okay. This is the same place where we had met Jaren. I wonder if he's still here. Oh, he's not here anymore. I just want to go check in on him. Rose says, "Oh no, they're cute." The Vidasala. Manu says, "Thank you, Rose. I couldn't go to the Pride in my city because I felt kind of down, but I can enjoy playing DAI and went out with friends." Oh, that is great. That's a nice way to celebrate Pride as well. I kind of like made that plan to wear our Tokyo Pride 2023 wristbands the entire month of June whenever we'd go out, but I kept forgetting it. And also because every time we went grocery shopping... Oh, no! Jaren! No! No! Okay. Let me find that bee Vidasala. I will bee slap her. I will bee slap her back to Saharan. I will bee slap her all the way to Saharan. How dare she order the death of our friend here. Let me just check my guide, because I want to make sure that we were able to complete everything. Yeah, one reason we weren't able to go to Pride this the previous month here is because it was raining a lot, and then also I had a stream, sadly, and it was also kind of far from where I live. A little lore break there. A little lore break there. But it is a bit far from where we live, which is sad because it must have been really fun. Let me see. Second codex entry. Okay, we've gotten that. Let me just check. Just a moment. Oopsie. Okay. I see. Okay, we are done here. We can now proceed You can now go back to the Winter Palace. I'm happy.
So, who gets to tell Cullen and Josephine we're probably at war with the Qun? Anyone?
I'll tell them if you want, but they'll probably think I'm lying.
Spinning
They're going to
tails
kill me.
again. Spinning tails again, Varric. And that's what they would probably say. Oh no, let's bring them the bad news. I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but unfortunately, we are at war with the Qunari. Oh,
Dragon's breath. The Qunari always enjoy their metaphors. But what does it mean?
Who knows? Qunari agents moving through Eluvians to attack the south is bad enough already.
I still do not understand why they accused the Inquisition of serving Fenarel.
yeah. The god could be a ruse.
Corypheus set himself up as a god. Maybe someone who knows elven history is doing the same.
Mm-hmm.
But how does
Someone
that
we know.
implicate us? What made them decide that the Inquisition serves this Fenharel?
Hopefully, we will learn more after we have
I
stopped
wonder
them.
as well.
Let's see the Exalted Council try to disband the Inquisition after we've saved them from this dragon's breath.
We must find out what Dragon's Breath is first. For now,
That's
our
right.
only lead is the Qunari leader, the
Davida
Sala.
Sala herself, whoever she is.
Gentlemen,
Yes, Arl Tegan
My
and Duke
apologies, Lady
Cyril.
Josephine. There has been an incident with one of your soldiers.
My soldier.
How dare you?
What?
It was bad enough that the Inquisition chose not to inform the Exalted Council of the Qunari Corps.
Oh,
Orle would have been happy to help with the matter.
But now your own guards
always
are attacking
manipulative.
servants. You have overstepped your bounds.
My own guard is attacking. What? I'll look into this. Calm down.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention, gentlemen. I'll see to this personally.
Thank you, Inquisitor. Orle stands ready to assist the Inquisition, as always.
Always
Secrets
manipulative.
and lies. Do you understand why we fear your Inquisition? You act as if you're the solution to every problem. How long before you drag us into another war?
Calm down, Grandpa. We'll take care of this, okay? Oh, we've got more cutscene coming our way. What's going on here? Oh, we said it at the same
Your
time.
legions tried to take one of our people, Inquisitor. We've secured the area.
This is the Winter Palace. You cannot simply seize control when one of your guards attacks a servant.
The Inquisition is handling this. When some noble commits a crime of fashion, you can take over.
I only asked what he was doing.
And when I refused to bow to the Inquisition's dogs, you attacked me. How would you like us to handle the situation, Inquisitor?
How did the barrel get here?
That barrel there, where did it come from?
What is
I was ordered
inside?
to bring wine for the guests.
Are you sure
You're
that's wine?
lying.
Your Inquisition soldiers are
It
completely
doesn't
out
look
of
like
control.
wine. Looks like Gatlock
No,
to me.
we're in control. Keep talking and you'll find yourself in chains.
I would say arrest a Elysian servant.
Please take the servant into custody.
Right away, Your Worship.
Inquisitor?
Ambassador Montillier will explain later. For now, please hold the servant for questioning.
As you say, Inquisitor. Lord Cyril will hear about this.
Whatever. We are trying to keep peace here, okay?
Inquisitor, I also found this by the barrel. I can't read the language.
Probably in Kunlat.
Did
Yes,
you resolve
Divine
the problem with
Victoria.
the guard?
The guard is the least of our problems.
Yeah,
Someone
those were
smuggled
Gatlock
Gatlock barrels into the Winter
barrels.
Palace.
Smile, Inquisitor. There are many eyes upon us. At
Fakes
least
a
now we know
smile.
the true extent of the dragon's breath.
You're taking this well.
How are you still smiling?
Years of training as a bard, Inquisitor. We cannot show weakness now.
That is
Enemies
that's
could
correct.
be watching.
That is
or we
correct.
can let them
Correct
seize
and
idle
right.
conversation between two friends.
Okay, explain Dragon's Breath. What do you think it is?
You think the dragon's breath is these Gatlock barrels?
Possible.
Of course, a surprise attack, even through the Eluvians, would have met fierce resistance. But if everyone at the Exalted Council died in an explosion, the South would be rudderless, vulnerable to attack. This is what Corypheus should have done after
Yeah.
the explosion at the Temple
The
of Sacred
Qunari are
Ashes.
smarter than Corypheus.
An attack as swift and unstoppable as the breath of a dragon.
Okay, it is a metaphor, I guess. The guard also found a note.
The guard who confronted the servants said she found this note near one of the barrels. It looks like Qunari writing.
Let me see. I picked some up from the Iron Bull.
Really?
Though I'm told my accent is atrocious.
Oh no.
These are orders for positioning the Gatlock in the palace. When duty has been performed, report to the Vidusala through the mirror marked by a bookcase.
Oh, okay. It's our best lead then.
If we're going to find the Vidusala and stop this dragon's breath, this is our chance.
Good. While you do that, I will have agents locate the Gatlock barrels and remove them safely.
Thank
I will
you.
also send word to my foreign contacts. We must see where else this dragon could strike.
Right, Divine Victoria, aka Liliana. Let me read some of the chat. Manu on YouTube says, "Yeah, you're right about visibility. In Japan, it's still a taboo, and here in Mexico, people are very homophobic. Unfortunately, I haven't been attacked. I hope that you are always safe, Manu. I really wish that the world could just, be more accepting of differences because, it would be, imagine if the world was just like so homogeneous. Everyone's the same, everyone looks the same, everyone acts the same, everyone is the same exact. That would be dystopian. That would really be scary. That would definitely be scary. That's not something I would want to happen. So I hope that people could also, appreciate differences. And also just be nice to everyone. It's just, there are things that I don't like about others. Like, for example, people like Solus. I don't like people like Solus. People that are a bit too overconfident, but I don't attack them. So just be accepting and be respectful. I hope more people will be like that. And Manu says that since I'm more of a masculine guy, and some people can tell at first, but still a problem here. Yeah, and also trying to read other people's minds, that's not respectful at all. It doesn't really matter how a person acts or looks like and what is hiding behind the facade. We should all be respectful and nice to each other. I hope that you remain safe forever, Manu, and that your life will be better. And the world will be better for all of us. That is my only hope. Oh, Soap McTavish is on YouTube. Oh, sorry, on Twitch. Hello, welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream, Soap. Cook's note, rather. Yes, for Our Lady's sake, there was an official menu for the first day of a visit from the Inquisitor during an Exalted Council, but the paper was so old it fell apart in my hands. But what if I don't like? What if I don't like what Inquisitor Ameridan liked? Right? Unless they really considered my taste, I guess. Oops, I am saying hi. Our so famous sous chef needs to come out of her suck. Because we are doing eggs a la Valforay, and we will need enough cream sauce for tonight's course. The Council of Heralds and the Feraldans are in a pretty fit after the Inquisitor abandoned the docks. Dinner must be tremendous, or we'll hear about it. Soap on Twitch says, "Someone come get their grandpas. It's time for his meds." Arl Tegan is someone's grandpa. I agree with you. It is time for his meds. I hope you are doing well, Soap. I hope that you are having a great... Is it a Wednesday morning for you? Rose says, if only people were open-minded and respectful to each other. At least that. Manu says, that guard line was wild when a noble committed a crime of fashion. We will ask you. Yeah. That is a nice That should be a quotable quote. So on Twitch says Thursday afternoon. Oh, sorry about that. I hope you are having a great Thursday afternoon. It's Thursday morning for us here. Let us re-equip potions and all that. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there are things that we can do now here back in the Winter Palace. Oh, now he's called Tom Rainier. He's no longer Blackwall. I'm glad that he has regained his confidence to be called his real self, I guess. Upgrade potions. Let me upgrade potions as well. Manu says, thank you, Bun. Those words are very kind, and you are right about souls. I don't understand those people, but here is a safe place for them too. Yeah, that is true. We all need a safe space. Let me try to buy. If I'm not mistaken, there's someone who sells stuff here, right? What do you call that? Crafting materials. Herbs, rather. Herbs. What else can we sell? Do we have things to sell? Maybe those. I need more. Oh, what is that? A clasping maw. It's a unique great sword. Whatever made this weapon, its flesh appears to be alive. It could be an abomination's blood magic, a spirit twisted into physical form, or some other affront to the maker. It unleashes, I don't know what to call it, an energy that tangles foes together. The power thrills right up your arm. I'd cast it back into that cave I found it in if the thing weren't so useful. Final entry to anonymous journal. Oh, okay, it's that guy who keeps trying to enchant things. I see, that's his thing, man. I think I need a lot of Amrita Vein to upgrade my potions. Fully upgrade my potions. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Death Root. Dawn Lotus. Black Lotus. Blood Lotus. More Elf Fruit. And then let's see if we can fully upgrade our potions over here. Oh. Soap says, I'm having cuddles with my puppy dog. Oh, that's so sweet. And he says, I'm in Australia, 1:33 p.m. That's nice. Rose asks if he just adopted or got your Soap's puppy. And then Soap says, I think when people romance Solus, they like him lots, especially if it ties into Veilguard. That's right. That's true. And he adds, I did the romance once. Kind of sad. I can imagine. I was on Tumblr at one point, many years ago, and a lot of people were really sad. I need Prophet's Laurel as well. When they found out who Solus really was at the end of Inquisition, and then the Trespasser DLC, and then they were all hoping for a nice closure when Veilguard was released. So I need Prophet's Laurel and Rashvine. Oh, we got an unknown tonic there. I wonder what we have missed. So Prophet's Laurel and Rashvine are, and also Deathroot. And also Vandal Area. That's a lot. This is fully upgraded. Rose says, yeah, the ending of Trespasser must have been rough. I hope the Veilguard ending wasn't too sad. We still haven't played it yet, but looking forward to it for sure. Yeah, after this. After Dragon Age Inquisition. So we've got, I think we need more Amrita Vein, Vandal Area, Prophet's Laurel, Rash Vine. What was the other one? Dawn Lotus? Black Lotus? I don't know. I'm just buying everything. We've got lots of coin. Anyway. Soap says we got him from a breeder, but his mom and dad were there and they were beautiful. Very well behaved and everything. I would love to adopt, but they make it so difficult here. Oh no. What do you need in order to adopt puppies there? I love doggies. I love pets so much. Both dogs and cats. And even birds. Maybe not fish because you can't... Sadly, you can't touch them. Manin says, what do you think about Tegan? I mean, I can understand his fear, but bro, there's a big problem going on. You're acting like a beep, beep, boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Yeah. Same here. I wish I could just, you know, just back off for once, Grandpa. just back off for once. There are stuff going on. I think it's because of, yeah, like you said, it is because of his fear. He fears the strength of the Inquisition and he wants to provide some sort of checks and balances, or just better yet, just disband. We need more Deathroot and Vandal area as well. Okay, we'll be back for more Deathroot and Vandal area. Soap says he'll be 2 years old in August, but still in that puppy stage, even if he's turning into a big boy. Oh, I really wish we could have doggies. And Rose on Twitch says, oh yeah, I completely understand. I'm glad you have a new furry friend with you. Oh no, Soap! He says his shoelaces got a few rips in them from his siblings. Oh no, it's that time when they really try to, I don't know. They're what do you call that? Like they want to bite on things. They're teething. That's what it's called. I need one. I need 2 more Vandal area, I guess. They're teething. Soap on Twitch says he's an American Staffordshire Terrier. We had 2 English Staffordshires before him. Didn't think we would get an American one, but he's just so cuddly and friendly and barely barks. Okay, that's really good, especially when you are living in a place where people do get annoyed if your dog barks a lot. And also, you know, it might wake you up and stuff. I would also love a dog that doesn't bark too much. There you go. We have fully upgraded our potions. I'm happy. I'm very happy about that. I think the only thing that we need to do here is to...
Well met, your worship.
Do that fireworks quest. Oh, we've got a readable. Iron Bull in the last few years. Thank you for sending the Chargers to assist in dealing with the demons attacking Mon 4. Their assistance was most appreciated and many lives were saved. The Iron Bull and his Chargers have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais with their efforts in Perendale. The Iron Bull in particular defeated the would-be usurper in combat. We must protest the actions of the Bull's chargers in Southreach. Oh no. While the presence of demons and Templars corrupted by red lyrium is undisputed, the necessity of your dwarven miner collapsing the better part of a mountain on the enemy forces was hardly necessary. That's too much. Collapsing the better part of a mountain. Oh no. The Bull's chargers were of great assistance in driving back the demons that attacked the shores of Lake Calenhad. The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful, and I look forward to her promised explanation of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magical barriers. She is a mage herself, but she always says that she's not a mage. Excerpts were letters of thanks relating to the activities undertaken by Bull's chargers over the past 2 years. That's so nice. It's their what do you call that? Reviews. The Bull's chargers reviews on Google reviews, I guess. Let me see if there are things that we can give to our companions. I guess not. How about Vivian? And Cole. No, his stuff is still much better than the stuff that we're getting from these enemies. I guess I'll just keep them in my storage. An American Staffordshire Terrier. I have to look that up. I am very curious as to what they look like. Your little puppy, your little 2-year-old friend looks like. I myself am not very familiar with breeds. I only know like 3 breeds. Toy poodle, well, I guess more than 3. Labrador retriever, golden retriever, a pit bull, and a bulldog. So I guess there are 6 breeds that I know of. Barrel removal. Barrels of Gatlock have been removed from every wing of the palace. The majority were placed at structural weak points. Setting off the charges at a time when the palace was almost fully occupied, as it is expected to be during the last days of the Exalted Council, could have ended in as many casualties from falling masonry as explosives. All available agents are making constant sweeps of the palace to ensure no barrel is missed and that the Qunari attempt no further explosion, I guess. I want my own room in the Winter Palace. Why is it that our wardrobe and our storage is out here with Charter? I guess Charter is doing a great job, you know, taking care of them, but still. Why can't we live inside the Winter Palace? Manu says, I have complicated feelings about Solus. He disagreed with all my decisions, like forgiving Grey Wardens and letting them work for the Inquisition, and let Cole be more human. Same here. And I guess that's why like I said, I am not really into people who are like Solus.
It is good to see you.
I feel like we're a bit too different from each other.
Farewell.
So I always just try to stroke his ego, basically, by asking him questions, and then so that whenever he disagrees with my decision, you know, every time he disagrees with our decision, we still kind of like get back some sort of companion affinity. And I managed to do that by asking him questions. Soap on Twitch says, not at all, he is very well behaved. I'm happy for you. Just steals socks. That's just his one flaw. He steals socks. I love it. I love it. I welcome that. Oh, no more additional companion dialogues. Manu on YouTube says that he grew up in me a lot after his quest, and then the betrayal. Oh yeah, that's a sad part.
It
The
always
betrayal.
had a soul. The question is the answer.
I wonder what he meant by that.
Qunari first, mixed with elves, add dwarfs. Ugh, doesn't anyone drink their booze one at a time anymore? And the elves here are still squirrely.
Yeah, I feel like
we'll talk later.
goodbye for now.
Count on seeing you, yeah?
I feel like maybe the elves were kind of like, maybe they are working for Solus. Have we read some of these? I think not yet. I think from here we haven't finished this part. Eluvians and ruins. Ruins can get off. Qunari and Elfie things make sense. Thanks. Elfie gods aren't even demons. I guess she updates it every couple of times. Every time we come back to the Winter Palace. Elfie gods aren't even demons. Weird or worse? Someone tell the servants they seem off. A drawing of the last mural from the ruins unfinished. Not my hurt to keep. Oh, okay. It's about Jaren, I guess. Dwarfy ruins now. Mirrors can get off. Qunari all over everyone's things. Who steps on their old stuff? Not as bad for dwarves as was for Dalish, maybe. Varric is fine. The undwarf. Wonder if she's feeling left out. Scratched out. Wait, Winter Palace is a human ruin. Clever. Be there for her if it starts hurting. Tell Whittle, proper smart. She'll sort it. She can burn all the scary. Seen her do it. Still smooshy. Elfie's servant still all weird. Felt that things feel samey thing again, but not where we were. Weird. There are many empty pages and then one that is dog-eared. When wonder we were wonders Whittle? Words. A detailed drawing of Dagna smiling. It looks almost complete. The nose especially life and button-like. I guess she is in love with Dagna. They have a special connection. Let me check the chat. Soap on Twitch says, so he's close to a pit bull looking type of, but pit bulls are slightly different. I'll try to imagine it. But I'll also look it up later after the stream to see what it looks like. What he looks like, rather. Rose on YouTube says he can be nice sometimes, but sticks up to his beliefs strongly. He's also arrogant. Good character writing, I guess. Yeah, I agree with that. Rose on Twitch says, I'm also not very familiar with the Staffordshire Terrier, to be honest, but they do seem very similar to pit bulls in terms of appearance. I guess she looked that up. She already looked it up. Soap says, I really think you like Bellara and Veilguard, by the way. Oh, really? I'm looking forward to that. Rose says, I have heard pit bulls can be very aggressive, but I have seen some that are extremely calm and well behaved. Oh, really? Soap says, if you raise them right, they're originally nanny dogs. That's really sweet, but people give them a bad name by treating them poorly. And it's always humans making it worse for everyone. Manu on YouTube says, Rose, exactly as I said the other day, ended up liking all characters in DAI, but so is this complicated. But I can't deny he is a well-written character, definitely. I 100% agree. Tell me about these Qunari.
What can you tell me about the Qunari?
I was about to call him Pitbull. The Iron Bull. Sorry.
Specialists working for a Vidasala. Ben Hasrat handle normal security. The Vidasala's people focus entirely on magic.
Okay.
They find it, they study it, they
makes sense that they're going after Solus.
They must be desperate if they're using eluvians. I'd expect them to shatter any mirror they find.
All right, thank you for your insight.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
Rose on Twitch says, do Staffordshire Terriers have similar traits to a pitbull? Pitbull, rather. Soap on Twitch says, I've never met a pitbull before, but I'd say they have some traits that are similar. Soap says, lovable would be one of them. I think all dogs are lovable.
Until later.
Take care.
Really, really interesting. We've only had the chance to raise a toy poodle. A toy poodle.
Everything going all right so far?
We'll talk more another time.
I'll be here if you need me.
Manu says, not the pit bull. Let's call him the pit bull. Hey, the pit bull, wanna come adventuring with us? Oh no. Soap on Twitch says, look up blue American Staffordshire later. That's the color my boy is. Like a blue-gray with white, and he's got speckles on his chest and white feet. I can imagine that. Now, that looks marvelous. Looks royal.
It is not an easy commodity to come by. You've done well. The Exalted Council, meanwhile, has deadlocked.
Is that good or bad?
Does that help us or not?
It is dangerous, yet also an opportunity. You will be called in soon. Move boldly and swiftly, and you may decide the outcome. The world's eyes are on you, my love. Let us remind them how you shine.
How I shine.
Hello, my love.
Hello, darling. I will look that up later. Thank you for sharing it with us, Soap. I love, conversations about pets. We have to look for the Vidasala through an Eluvian near a bookshelf. But, my thing is, I want to be able to do... Is there anything that we can do here? The fireworks thing. I guess not. I think we cannot do the fireworks yet. Right? We've done painting correction. I don't care about the Harlequin tag. So difficult. Halla treasure hunt is already completed as well. Expensive bones too. One of the first unmarked side quests that we've completed. And then fireworks. I think fireworks is something you do later on. Oopsies. Let me double check that. But also let me try to check on my companions, because I want to check if they have an additional thing. Yeah, it seems that we can do the fireworks later. Fireworks, baby, you're a firework. Dorian was here. Oh, he's still here. I'm glad he's still here.
This time of year, it'll be difficult to find a caravan to go all the way back home.
Oh no.
Maybe a sea voyage. I could get captured by burly Qunari pirates.
Is that your fantasy, Dorian?
I look forward to it.
Burly Qunari pirates. Well, I hope they're the good kind. You know, they won't hurt you or anything. Is Vivian still here? She is still here.
Darling, what can I do for you?
Oh, okay. Nothing
We'll
to
talk
say.
another time.
Oh, the people swimming here. Not swimming. Relaxing there. They're not there anymore. Oh, we just missed another Harlequin. Rose on Twitch says, beautiful color. I agree. I love bluish gray color in dogs. Definitely. Soap on Twitch says, Bilar is quite bubbly. She's got your energy. Am I bubbly? Am I bubbly? Really? I try to be, I guess.
It was foolish to hope the Exalted Council would go smoothly.
It could be worse.
At least the sky hasn't torn open again.
Give it time. The day's still young.
Right. Just saying hello,
Perhaps later,
Liliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
Manu on YouTube says, talking about puppies, we adopted a puppy last Friday. She's only 2 months old. Oh, wow. Congratulations, Manu. Have you decided to name her? Speaking of puppies, here is Cullen and his new Mabari friend. I guess I've spoken with everyone, right? And there's nothing else to do but to enter the Eluvian once more. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can what do you call that? Complete this area, the Shattered Library. If we can't, we'll do halfway. We'll do halfway of the Shattered Library so that on Friday night, Saturday morning, my time. Oh my, more path. More, another path has opened to us. More paths ahead. We can already complete this DLC on Friday night, Saturday morning. Rose on YouTube says, is it a larger breed or a smaller one? Also, what breed is your new puppy friend, Manu, if you know the breed name? More Qunari running around wanting us to to follow them, chase after them. Rose on Twitch says, really looking forward to seeing all the new companions in Veilguard. Same here. Same here. Because I would love to kind of like study or analyze and compare their personalities and all that. Manu says, she's playful. Oh, I love playful puppies. Playful puppies. Oh, we can go this way. Manu says, I totally understand you, Dorian. We both really appreciate Qunari men. Are you also into the burly Qunari men? Aside from the love of your life, the Iron Bull? Or are you kind of like, you only like him? You're monogamous in that regard. Oh, more readables. Crumpled page. Just notice written in an unknown language, but a portly figure at the bottom with a ring of keys and an unflattering scowl is likely a jailer who once walked these flagstones. He's been drawn cross-eyed with wiggling lines radiating from his backside. This is a jail. It's another one of these failed enchantments, I guess. Soap on Twitch says, I remember going to Trespasser too early and I died several times. Oh no! Yeah, I understand. It's quite challenging. My companions also frequently lose health too early into a battle. Too early into the battle. And I am level 27 at this point. Manu on YouTube says, she's a smaller one. Aww. I love small dogs. I really love small dogs. The skin that stalks. The skin that shields. The skin that stalks. And the skin that strikes. No, it's not. Oh, okay, we got corner. We got an achievement. We've found all of his failed enchantment attempts. Notice on the 4th attempt, the weave goes smoothly, bound tightly between many items. The stress on the energy produces finer results than a singular enchantment. Using up the last of the stock was well worth it, as I explained to it as a courtesy before final work began. The stock. Is that a living creature? Oh no. Very dark. Adjustments to the underlay were a great success and will allow the recipe to be made with material taken from lesser animals. Okay, I guess it's animals. But still. It's very cruel if the need arises. But lesser animals. Okay, so he was experimenting with humans? Trying his enchantments on humans? Or, you know, smaller animals, basically. Oh, scary. Below the letters, possibly in lieu of a signature, is the stamp of a stylized Hela head. Taken together, diagrams and ratios carefully inked at the bottom of the last of these notes could be turned into a schematic that replicates the creation of these artifacts. I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to. Soap on Twitch says, just a little bit. Just died a little bit. That's okay. When I started this playthrough, if you go to my VODs on YouTube, I kept dying too. And Rose on Twitch says, that always happened to me before in games. Manu says, I named her Luna, which means moon in Spanish. That's a very nice name. I love it. Where am I? Where am I now? Where am I now? Okay, we just returned to the same place. Here is the Eluvian we have to enter. Manu says, I mean, they're very handsome, but now that I married Aaron Bull, I only have eyes for him. Definitely. You don't want to hurt his feelings. Although, I feel like Bull is the kind of person who might be open.
An Eluvian marked by a bookshelf.
I'm just not
This
sure.
should be it.
Let us get answers from this Vidasala.
Definitely. Okay, let's go. Books and the Crossroads. A book from the Crossroads. Its pages are filled with numbers and letters splattered around the page in random order, like writing in a dream. Every other book on its shelf is filled with the same nonsense script. In certain lights, the letters appear to shift slightly out of the corner of the eye. Magical books, I guess. Communal journal. I remember saying communal relationship. Communal romance. One of my first clips on our YouTube, our Twitch channel. The slim journal was tucked into a bookshelf in the Crossroads as if left for someone to find. Each entry is in a different hand. I have dropped rocks off a dozen ledges. I've not heard one hit bottom. This place has no bottom. Do not be here if you have no task here. An entry in Qunlat, I guess, follows. Emmett missed the rendezvous. He said he was scouting the lower ledges on orders. Another entry in Qunlat follows. Understood. No one's to go near that mirror. The mirror in the lower ledges, I guess. Maybe the one that was broken? Map of the Crossroads. This unsigned note was tucked into a bookshelf in the Crossroads, as if left for someone to find. Do not stray from the marked path. There are many mirrors. Some lead to danger. Do not linger longer than you must. At the bottom is a crude map of floating islands, some of which seem impossible to reach. Okay. I guess we can now enter Shattered Library, but we'll do a hard save for now. Let's enter. Let's go in and find Vidasala so I can slap her for ordering the execution of Jaren, the Templar that had converted into the Qun.
Is this some sort of old elven library?
It definitely saw a massive magical backlash some time ago.
Let's hope we can track down the Vidasala in all this.
Ooh, an echo. Vir Dirthara. Signs of Victory. The pages of this book, Memory, describe a monument made in a single afternoon by 1,000 toiling servants swarming over a lump of fallen stone as large as a collapsed mountain. By the end of the day, the stern figure of Elgarnan stares down into the valley. Carved out from the foothills of the rock, the slaves have disappeared. The light radiates from the Eidolon's narrowed eyes and its open, snarling mouth. Hail Elgarnan, first among the gods, mark his victory eternal. One of the Evanurus. The so-called father of the elven pantheon. Virdirthara, exile of the Forbidden Ones. The pages of this book, Memory, show the blazing forms of the Evanurus banishing a howling spirit from the reaches of the Fae that touch their lands. A voice rings out, stern and imperial. For abandoning the people in their time of greatest need, for casting aside form to flee to where the earth could not reach, we declare Sebenkek X7Kick, and others of her ilk exiled from the land of the Evanurs. Beware, their familiarity with shape allows them to travel past unaided. They may be bound, but only the protection of your gods will fully shield you from their malice. They are forbidden from the earth, that is our right. Okay, I guess they were sent to space, to the outer space, I don't know. And that's why I guess these Evanurs felt like people should be you know, should worship them, because the people, the elven people, were kept safe from the forbidden ones, I guess. Verderthara Homecoming. The pages of this book, Memory, describe an elf approaching a city of glass spires so deeply blue they ache. The city's outskirts are wrapped in lakes of mist, and figures stroll along the pearly, glowing strips as if they walked on solid ground. Groves of trees woven into enormous parks shelter elves in quiet hollows. Is this Arlethan? While other elves walk below a river churning along an invisible shoal in the air. The scene hums with quiet talk and contentment as the memories maker reaches the city's gates, already thrown open wide. It could be Arlethan. Soap says, alright, I'm going to head off and go do some chores. Have a good stream. Always nice to pop in. Thank you so much for joining us, Soap. I hope that I'll also have time to also pop into one of your streams. Although I always seem to miss it, because I think at that time in the afternoon, I'm usually doing chores as well. What is this? But I hope that during my our 1 month break, I can go pop in and watch your streams. Thank you again for coming, for keeping us company, and I hope you have a great day, a great rest of your day. Manu says, oh, actually, Bull is very open, but he also has a dialogue saying that if I want a relationship to be just between the two of us, he is fine and he will only be with me. How sweet! That is good to hear. Oh my, look at this Qunari warrior for him. And we can modify weapons here with runes. Interesting. I'm glad that he can also be monogamous if you want him to be. That's really sweet. I love that. The very private diary of Sandal Fennec. Oh, my baby Sandal. My little baby Sandal. Do not read. Oh, sorry about that, baby Sandal. I'm reading it. 2 Kingsway 941. Enchantment. 19 Harvestmere 941. Enchantment. 11 First Fall 941. Enchantment. 15 Herring 941. Enchantment. 7 Winter March 942. Enchantment. 30 Winter March 942. Enchantment. 5 Guardian 942. Enchantment. 21 Draconis 942. Enchantment. 16 Cloud Reach 942. Enchantment. Oh, I love Sandal. He's my little baby boy. I wish we could have met him in this game. Maybe in Veilguard. I hope so. I really hope so, because I love Sandal. Manu says the Jaren death also hit me. Yeah. That made me sad, because I freed him. He warned us. He's not really a traitor. He just, you know, found peace in the Qun for a while, and then, well, that's what he told us. Oh, more Fen Harel statues. Bronze King Fen Harel. Well, according to him, yeah, he basically didn't want the stuff to happen, the things related to the dragon's breath, so I'll let him go.
Patrons,
hello.
The halls are open.
It's Gilder Thalin herself.
How are you? I am Stephanie. I am a learning thirst. Come, know what has not been lost.
Oh, I love
New
Gilder
words,
Thalin.
new stories.
Durthalin, I guess,
The Qunari would
is
not
how it's
approach,
pronounced.
but we learned their words as well. If you wish to exchange knowledge, they congregate by the lower gate.
by the way, if you are into Dragon Age lore, my go-to YouTube channel is Gil Dirthlin. Is that how it's pronounced? I cannot pronounce it correctly. I suck at elven language. Sorry. What is this place?
What did the old elves use this place for?
This is the Vir Dithara, the living knowledge of the Empire. The libraries of every city, the wisdom of every court. A connecting place whose paths are in disarray.
Okay, why are the paths in disarray?
What put this place into disarray?
The Vir Dithara was made with world and fade. When they sundered, so did we. Paths broke, knowledge fragmented, many were trapped. I preserved their last words.
What last words?
What were these old elves' last words?
What happened? Where are the paths? Where are the paths? God save me, the floor is gone. Do not let me fall.
Oh
Do
no.
not let me... on this spot, that is all.
I see. What's Vidisala doing here?
I'm looking for a Qunari named Vidisala. Do you know what she wants here?
Vidisala, yes. She uses scholars and mages for study. They fear this place, but they seek to know the Veil.
The Veil?
What does Vidisala want to know about the Veil?
I regret I do not have more information. I am sundered from myself. If you discover another one of me nearer the Qunari, I may know more.
Okay.
Kindly give it my greetings. I have not thought with myself for some time.
Can you share your knowledge?
There must be thousands of years of history here. There must be so much you can teach us.
I will try to recall, honored patron, but there are gaps, breaks. Greetings, laughter, Ema Enasal, forms out of air, light, memories. And yet there are so many broken paths at every... missing. I cannot. There is no more.
It's okay, it's
Apologies.
okay.
I knew all once. We knew. With the break, only fragments or knowledge new since the fall.
Okay, I hope we can find
Know
your
this.
other self.
An unknown person, not of the Qunari, recently woke the librarians.
An unknown person.
Soulless then.
Could this be our agent of Fen'Harel?
The librarians facilitated learning before the fracture, before the fall. Now, beware them. They are unwell.
Oh no. I don't want to harm your librarians. Rose on YouTube says, that is so sweet of Bull to say that. Shows how sweet he is. He really is. And Manu responds with, Rose, I know, that is why I'm obsessed with him. That's really sweet. This person is called the Archivist. The Goose Group on YouTube says, hello, I love Dragon Age. Welcome in, the Goose Group. How are you doing? The Goose Group says, my favorite DA game is DA2. What about you guys? My favorite, I'd say, is Dragon Age Inquisition because it's also the first game. Dragon Age game. First and only Dragon Age game I've played. I've only watched full playthroughs of Dragon Age Origins and 2.
Greetings.
But this is,
We'll be going
yeah,
now.
the first and only Dragon Age game that I've played so far. And I'm looking forward to playing
There, Qunari.
the
On
Veilguard
that
after this.
Upside down island.
Oh, over there.
Looks like a camp up there. Down there. Shit, this place is weird.
So many Qunari up down there. We can discharge this egg in order to get to another place. Form a path, I guess.
That repaired some steps. Let's look around for more. The inverted Eluvian must lead to the Qunari.
Right. That inverted Eluvian? No, where is the invert? Oh, that inverted Eluvian. Okay. Can we go down? Yeah, we can. This place looks amazing. I wonder how we can get there. Oh, I saw someone. Oh, is that a Qunari? That is a Qunari. How do you get there, Qunari? Let's go through this Eluvian. The courtyard. Read. Virdathara, a duel of 100 years. The pages of this book memory show a narrow plateau on top of a mountain. Two armored figures, one in gold, one in black, are fighting in the snow. Steel flickers so fast the air hums. The blood dots the ground. They do not stop for breath. The one in black makes no sound as a blade parts his throat. Mythal, in her wisdom, interceded in an argument between Elgarnon and Falandin. With clever words, she convinced them to settle their grievance through a battle of their champions. Elgarnon and Falandin agreed and set their champions against each other rather than declare war among the gods. May those nights long be remembered, and Mythal's wisdom be praised. That's not good. That doesn't seem good. That doesn't seem responsible for Mythal to do that. Oh no.
Did you notice? Your anchor is flaring up near magic. Elven magic.
I wonder why.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. Tell us if it gets worse.
I wonder why. Another readable. Virdathara, attentive listeners, the pages of this book memory show a solemn group of elves in an amphitheater of living wood. Entire trees grown into seats and stairs for the listeners to recline on. Two other elves in a spirit of learning are speaking in turn on ways to blend the properties of the material world when casting spells. At the end, the spirit, with the air of a senior lecturer, floats forward and booms in a surprisingly deep voice. The unchanging world is delicate. Spells of power invite disaster and annihilation. The unchanging world is stubborn. The pull of the earth fiercely resists, making fire run like water or stone rise like mist. The unchanging world rings with its own harmony. Listen with fearless hearts, and great works will unfold. Let's try to explore every nook and cranny of this place so that we don't miss out on. Oh, there's another Eluvian. Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, okay, I'm not confused. There are so many Eluvians. So many. There are supply caches here. I am going to do a hard save. Just so we don't make mistakes. Virdathara, a flowering imago. Imago. The pages of this book memory describe an immensely tall, immensely graceful vine that flowers with the heat of a copper sunset and has blossoms as large as ponds, petals as long as a man, and scents puffing out like citron and sky and carrion death. The day of the last of the vine's folds, spent and extinct, the creator of this memory weeps, and after recording the flower's sights and sounds, enters Euthanera, the eternal sleep for the elves. Treasure this thought, for it was the last of its kind, and so much more than the last of me. Another readable. Virdathara, Birds of Fancy. The pages of this book memory describe a pair playing, colliding in the air. Bodies formed for kissing, stroking, lines of heat as molten as the sun. The dance fluid, roiling, never ending. Lovers tangled in a laughing knot that rolls on for years. A promise never to be parted, whatever ages come. And an annoyed thought intrudes from one who marked this memory after it was recorded. By the gods, find a private chamber! They're having a bit too much intimate fun over there. Let me see. It seems that... Where was the archivist? did we find the archivist? Oh no. We're lost. No, we're not. Let me check. It seems that to the left of the archivist? Is it to the left of the archivist? Here? Oh yeah, here. There is a dead merchant, it seems. What is this thing? The best defense. It's a unique shield. Stamped on the inside of this shield, property of Xenon the Antiquarian. Oh wow, absolutely not for resale. If found, return to Urchin immediately. Okay, should we buy this? I don't know. I just got it for fun. It's Xenon the Antiquarian's shield. Oh, I should have just bought this schematic. Oh, whatever. On the main platform behind an archivist. Okay, we've done that. Let's enter the courtyard again. I am reading a guide so that we don't miss things. Manu on YouTube says the Goose Group. That is awesome. I'm looking to pay it soon. My first Dragon Age game was TAI, mostly because I want to date Bull, and I really love TAI. I'm halfway through Origins, and it's awesome too. I'm glad to hear that you are enjoying your Origins playthrough, Manu. Let's see. We go to this one, it seems. We should start with this one. The Broken Tower. Is that a veil fire?
These Qunari are dead, but there's not a mark on them.
Look at their eyes. They died in fear.
In fear? You can die in fear? Sorry, I can't see his eyes, Cassandra. What do we do here? And this is the Broken Tower. Let's see. Maybe up here. Let's go up. Oh, another archivist.
Welcome, welcome. Listen to the last words of those who lived past the fall. How could the dread wolf cast a veil between the world that wakes and the world that dreams? The Evan-Yuris will send people. They will save us. When have you last heard from the gods? When the veil came down, they went silent. What is this veil? What has Fen'Harel done?
Are these records saying Fen'Harel created the veil between our world and the Fade?
Oh, okay. That's true.
That means the Fade and the waking world were once one in the same.
Right. I love that Dorian's voice echoes in this place. I guess mine too. Our voice too. Scholar's Retreat. We are approaching the end of the stream. I guess I'll just go through some of the Eluvians before we end the stream. We got one of these again. Purple flame, purple flame. Purple flame, purple flame. A sigil of lyrium. The treachery of the wolf. The pages of this book memory warn of a terrible danger. A wolf with slavering black jaws and pits for eyes. The Evaners, the elven gods, stand in a ring around it as if preventing it from attacking. Beware the forms of Fenharel. The dread wolf comes in humble guises. A wanderer who knows much of the people and their spirits. He will offer advice that seems fair, but turns slowly to poison. Remember the price of treason and keep in your heart the mercy of your gods. Let's go up. Manu on YouTube says, I couldn't buy that shield because I was broke. Damn, I can't manage my expenses even in a video game. It is hard. It is hard. It's because I haven't really spent money on schematics. I guess that's why I had enough money to buy that one. Oh, are these flying books? No. A Fenharel image. Ooh, scary. Requires a Veilfire. We have to get Veilfire then. Oopsies. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, I agree with you, Manu. There's too much to buy. So many schematics and stuff. A readable. Research notes these loose pages are scattered about as if abandoned in a great hurry. Algebraic looking formulae crawl across the pages, spiked with dense annotations in Qunari.
This looks like technical notes. What did the Qunari come here to learn?
I recognize some formulas. The Qunari are trying to prove theoretical magic of some kind.
Theoretical magic? I need to know. I need a Veilfire. Where is the closest Veilfire? Oh, there was a Veilfire puzzle of some sort downstairs. I guess that's what we're going to do first. And then after that, we will complete... Sorry, we will... Oh, there is this.
These blocks are heading toward that upside-down Eluvian.
Can we trust this magic?
It's a place of learning. Maybe this Vir-Dathara is helping us find what we need.
Maybe. I am just going to complete the Veilfire thing before we end the stream. Manu on YouTube says, I'm really doing not as DAI, but I really like that. I'm really doing not as DAI, but I really like that DAO has a little bit more of dark fantasy. Mars on YouTube says, I wish there were dark elves in Dragon Age. Also, hi. Same here. Hello, welcome back to the stream, Mars. Thank you for stopping by. Where is that Veilfire thing? I wanna... What? You guys! Where do you guys come from? Rose says, nice! Yeah, the older games were definitely darker. DA2 was also dark. I agree. I think, personally, my preference is just fantasy. Some dark elements. So definitely some dark elements here and there, but not too dark, I guess. Dark Elves would have been a nice addition, says Rose on YouTube. Dark Elves are in Elder Scrolls. They have very interesting culture. Mars on YouTube says, it's going, but it's nice to be here. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for keeping us company. Although the stream will end very soon. I just wanted to do kind of like halfway through this shared library thing so that we can finally complete the game on our next and hopefully final stream before sorry, final stream of Dragon Age Inquisition. What do we do? What is this Balefire quest? Sorry, puzzle rather. What do we do with this? Is there something that we I have to look it up. We need Balefire. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't even know if I have an anchor discharge just yet. Do I have anchor discharge? Oh yeah, I do. It's the anchor blast that I don't have. Let me just check what else I need to do. Mia on YouTube says, sorry everyone, I had to step away for a bit. Bunnhop, you have to press the button on the wolf statue and then quickly go back to the previous room. Thank you, Mia. No problem at all. Thank you for your help. Yeah, I was trying to read that too. It says, leave at least one character near the Eluvian that leads back to the broken tower. So okay, let's say I leave. Come on, Dorian. Faster. I'll leave Dorian here, right? So hold position. I'm gonna let him hold. Wait, he didn't hold his position. Why didn't you hold your position? Hold. So you hold your position. I will go. All of us except Dorian will go in. Or maybe I'll let Barrick stay here too. And then hold. I don't know what to do. I'm not a tactical person. You guys. How do I do this? No! You. Oh, okay. So I leave them here. Sorry. I'll have him hold. Guys, don't move. Don't move. And then switch back to the Inquisitor to use invincibility provided by Anchor Discharge to move through this purple flames to reach the statue of Svenharel. The one upstairs. I remember that. You guys are... The Dorian... No! How is he not holding? Oh, Lord. Mars says, I wish I could have gotten here sooner, but it's good to see you all. Hope you're doing well. No problem, Mars. We are doing quite well. I hope Dorian is still over there. And Mars says Solus is pretty cool. Yes. And Manu on YouTube says your party really loves me. They're following me. So once I've switched to Dorian, I have to enter the Eluvian, run down to the lower level of the broken tower. The braziers held by statues of the dead should now all be lit. Grab a Veilfire torch. Okay. I guess it worked. I guess it worked. Thankfully it did. Oopsies. And then I want Veilfire too, just in case. What happens if we light everything? Nothing, I guess. Mia on YouTube says it's hard, lol. You have to do it very quickly. This is when Fade Step helped a lot. I see. Thank you so much for the tip, Mia. Manu says, let's go! At least there's two of us carrying a Veilfire. And then what do I do? Work your way up. Okay. I didn't want that to happen. I'll save here. Mars on YouTube says, I know a thing or two about fade stepping. It's where you step towards your bed and fade into your dreams. I'm pretty good at that. That's really important. Fade stepping. Oh. You can loot this. That's an important skill. Rhyme. A sword. That's it, I guess. That's all there is to it. We have raised that walkway that kind of leads to the upside down Eluvian. Okay. I guess that's it. We should return to the broken tower and the courtyard. And then we will do the rest next stream, which is same time, same place. 7 p.m. PST, 10 p.m. EST, and 11 a.m. JST on Wednesday night or Monday morning if you are in Asia. Mia on YouTube says, woo! You and Rose did it! We did it! We got Anchor Blast. Discharging the anchor now deals damage to nearby
Inquisitor,
enemies.
we must look at your hand.
The pain stopped.
It keeps coming back.
For now. Let's resupply here. Okay, that's it for today. Hopefully our final stream for Dragon Age Inquisition. will be on Friday night. Sorry, yeah, Friday night, 7 p.m. Not Wednesday. Sorry about that. I keep messing up. Friday night, 7 p.m. PST, 10 p.m. EST, and if you are in Asia, particularly in Japan, that will be 11 a.m. JST of Saturday. On Saturday. Thank you, one and all, for coming, for keeping us company, for joining us, and for all your tips, tricks, and comments, and your thoughts on the game and gaming in general, and life itself. Rose on YouTube says, Mars, it's always great when that happens. We fade step into our dreams. Manu says, the Circle of Magi wants to know your position. True. Rose on YouTube says, I just crossed my fingers, but maybe it did something. Yay! Thank you. Mars says, I'm an apostate, but I appreciate you telling me, Manu. Mars says, congratulations, you two. I'm so proud. Thank you, Mars. Manu says, me too. I'm a Qunari apostate. Apostates rejoice. Go, go, go. We all party. Party till the sun rises. Manu says, thanks for the stream, but in chat, always a pleasure. Thank you so much, everyone, one and all, for having us. And we are very happy to have you all here with us. Until next time, take care, good night, and goodbye.